Hello everybody and welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things I've never watched or listened to before. And for this one, I quite literally have never heard of this artist until it popped up on New Music Friday on the old Spotify's. Actually, it wasn't the New Music Friday, it was the Release Radar that recommends things that it thinks I might like that have come out. I always check both and add anything from those lists that I think might be useful for me. Or stuff that I'd like to check out on this channel, and this came up, and I don't really know why I picked it, but it just seemed to grab my attention. I don't know what genre this is. I don't know anything about Jack The Underdog or their previous music. I don't even know if it's a single person or a band. I don't know anything. All I know is it's by Jack The Underdog and it's called HEADCASE. So we're going to give it a little go and see what we think. Let's go. Guitars, good start.
I think that boy is stuck living in the past. Fucking loser.
Last year said I get my shit together. 12 months, but nothing's changed that much. Let Ross become my guilty pleasure. So tired of working on myself. I'm not progressing. So why should I go on when every direction always leads me wrong? Damn it, I feel like such a head case. Always one wrong move for checkmate. One of these nights you'll realize.
Nice.
I'm nothing more than dead weight.
So this is yeah, I mean I quite like this sort of setup. It's very sad boy emo. It's sort of a more modern emo where, and I'm not saying this guy is using it, but where you can kind of hear the auto tune a bit more, and it's very I mean, all I suppose pop punk is very sort of pronounced in the way that they say things. You know, you look at Blink-182, they pronounce things in very weird ways, but this, you know, it's got a very similar sound to the sort of sad boy emo stuff or sad boy pop punk that's been around for the past sort of five or 6 years. But it sounds good. It sounds really good. I'm actually just going to pop the sound up just a little bit for me because it's just a little bit on the low side. And then we'll get going again. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Oh, I like that in the background then. And it really kicks in for the chorus as well, which is what I like. It's really good as well. It's really sort of dynamic, the vocal. The kind of, I don't really want to say this, but it kind of reminds me of when MGK started leaning into his pop punk era. Apart from MGK has about 3 notes of range, and this guy clearly has a better range and doesn't need to rely on computers to hit any more than that, because he's sort of going up here and then, you know, a couple of notes will drop down, and it's really interesting, and I'm just really liking this. It's sort of, I wouldn't say it's anything groundbreaking, but I don't think all music has to break ground. I think sometimes songs that you know, stick to the tried and tested of a genre keep the genre going. So I'm absolutely fine with that because I love a good pop punk song. I love a good emo song. And this is a sort of a really positive example of that, you know, in new artists that I've never heard of before. So I'm really I really do think it's a very decent song so far. Let's see if we get any sort of breakdown. A little bit. Oh. gang vocals. You have to have gang vocals. Forgot about their gang vocals. And then the filtered voice over the dropout. Comes back in. Yeah. Really like realise. That was off key, but yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought it was a really. I would definitely be adding it to my playlist. I think the playlist meta is back. I thought it was just a really good song that took all of the things that make more modern day pop punk, sad boy emo sort of good and put them all in a song. So I've got nothing bad to say about that song at all. I thought it was really interesting. It was lyrically typical. It was melodically really dynamic and interesting, and it was just really tight. I thought it was really tight, and it sounded really good. So I would love to know if there's any more songs by Jack the Underdog that I should check out. So if there are, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, thank you for dropping by, and I'll see you again in another reaction video very soon.